Hello, loyal fans and subscribers. Ninamori Fanboy here. It is week number 7 in the PBF, and this is the team preparation video against the Baltimore Honchkrows. As you may or may not have noticed, week 6 was skipped. This was because my opponent wasn't really active, so I wasn't sure if, I would even battle him. But I did end up battling him, at the very last minute. It was on Showdown. I didn't record it live. I never made a team building video for it. I made a team, but because I wasn't sure if I would even battle him, I didn't bother making a team building video. So, we had a battle, and it's on Showdown. I can maybe do a post-commentated, Showdown video if you guys would like to see that. If you would, let me know in the comments, but if not, then we'll just go about normal business here starting on week 7. I say normal business, but once again, I'm actually narrating this after I already had the battle, so I'm going to try to not spoil anything, and without any further ado, let's just get into the team builder. So, if you're unfamiliar with my team, I'll list it real quick right now. I have Mega Medicham, Talonflame, Starmie, Swampert, Noivern, Mamoswine, Granbull, Quillfish, Mega Steelix, Persian, Magmortar, and Carbink. And my opponent this week, the Baltimore Honchkrows, have access to Heatran, Sylveon, Serperior, Mega Aerodactyl, Crobat, Sharpedo, Tyrantrum, Cofagrigus, Electros, Regice, Tangela, and Luxray. So as you can see, a pretty well-balanced team. It matches up pretty nicely against mine, although mine kind of matches up nicely against his too, which means that this could potentially be a pretty evenly matched, I don't know how I'm trying to describe it. I guess I mean a lot of his threats are countered by some of mine, but then mine, the ones that counter that are countered by some of his, and my threats are countered by some of his, but some of his that are countered by mine. I think this will be easier to describe once I list the Pokemon that I brought, so let me just start with that. First Pokemon I immediately wanted to bring was Talonflame. Talonflame can do really well against Serperior, who is a huge threat to my team, which is why, Talonflame is an immediate first choice, and Brave Bird or Acrobatics can do a lot of stuff. It can't be Will-O-Wisped by the Cofagrigus, so maybe I can use that as setup fodder. If I'm at +6, I can OHKO Mega Aerodactyl with Acrobatics, provided he's, not bulky or anything. I am, of course, opting for an Acrobatics set, kind of a little unconventional of an Acrobatics set, as you'll see, but I got Acrobatics, Swords Dance Roost, all pretty standard. Then my final move slot, I have Natural Gift, and I'm going to be holding an Apricot Berry. If you're unfamiliar with Natural Gift, basically it uses whatever type of berry you're holding, and then you perform a specific type of attack. And if I'm holding an Apricot Berry, I will use a 100 base power ground attack, so I will basically use Earthquake one time. It'll use the berry, I'll activate the effect of the berry, which will be cool too. And as you can see, this is a definitive option against one of his most solid counters to Talonflame, which will be the Heatran. I gave this Talonflame Adamant Nature, Max Attack, and Max HP. I don't need any speed to outspeed Heatran. If Heatran is max speed and Talonflame is min speed, Talonflame will still outspeed it, unless it's Scarfed, in which case, even if Talonflame is max speed, it won't outspeed Heatran in that case. So there's pretty much no reason for my Talonflame to run speed. I felt, so, I didn't put any on, just max HP and attack worked. And, that's my Talonflame. Of course, the Natural Gift will also work against Tyrantrum and Luxray, but I still don't really have anything for Mega Aerodactyl if I'm not at +6. So for that, I opted to bring my defensive Swampert, pretty standard, leftovers, max HP and defense, Earthquake, Rocks, Scald, and Ice Beam, I think? Yeah. Pretty standard Swampert. I don't believe I need to explain what it does or why I put it on. So let's move on to the third slot. Here I have a Quillfish. This is not my normal physically defensive Quillfish. It does still have Intimidate, but I'm opting for this one to be Adamant, max attack and speed, holding a Choice Scarf. That way I believe it outspeeds Mega Aerodactyl if it's Adamant. I think that's how it worked. That might have just been before Mega Evolution. I can't remember now, but I'm pretty sure it outspeeds Mega Aerodactyl. I have Waterfall, Poison Jab, Spikes, and Taunt. The last two moves are kind of hit or miss. Like, I put Spikes just in case, if I'm locked into something, I might as well benefit from being locked into a non-attacking move like Spikes. I could have went with Toxic Spikes, but I figured Spikes would be better. And Taunt just, I don't know, so I can hit maybe Cofagrigus? I don't know. But yeah, that's my Quillfish. It'll do well against the Aerodactyl regardless of if I outspeed it or not, but obviously coming in, intimidating it, and then outspeeding it will be awesome. So yeah, there's that. In the fourth slot, I have my Focus Sash Mamoswine, pretty standard Adamant, max attack and speed, Ice Shard, Earthquake, Icicle Crash, and then Stealth Rock just in case. The Focus Sash is not to get up Stealth Rocks. That's what I have Swampert for. This is, to take a hit from like Superior, so I can hopefully retaliate with Icicle or Crash, or Mega Aerodactyl. Point being, this is not a lead Mamoswine. It just has Focus Sash as backup security if things get out of hand and I need to use Ice Shard after I do more damage. But I think you guys know. I think I've done this in the past. It's just the same as my lead Mamo, but it's not used as a lead. So yeah, there's that. Second to last slot, I have my Starmie, Timid, max attack and speed. This is actually going to go without Rapid Spin this game. Not that it's not important. Rapid Spin will definitely be beneficial since, Mega Aerodactyl can set up rocks, Cofagrigus can set up Toxic Spikes, but I do have Quillfish for that. That weighed on my mind, but the main reason I didn't want Rapid Spin is just because I needed 4 other moves. Scald for Mega Aerodactyl and maybe something else I can't remember. Ice Beam to hit like Crobat and Superior. Thunderbolt to hit Sharpedo. And then you may be wondering how I would hit those pokes since most of them are faster than me. The fourth move is Substitute, and I'm holding Leftovers. So a pretty unconventional set. The plan is to KO something, maybe like Superior with Ice Beam. Then he brings in Sharpedo and goes for Protect as I substitute. Then I can take it out with a Thunderbolt. That's the plan anyway, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's my Starmie. And finally, in the last slot, I opted for Mega Medicham. Adamant, max attack, 172 points of speed investment, and the rest in HP. I have Drain Punch, Bullet Punch, Toxic, and Substitute on this Mega Medicham. So I can substitute on like a Will-O-Wisp from Cofagrigus, and then Toxic it, Bullet Punch for Mega Aerodactyl, Drain Punch for, big damage on Heatran and stuff like that. That might have been what the speed was for, to outspeed max Heatran. I can't remember what it was specifically, why it was 172, but I vividly remember that number for some reason. Either way, that's my Mega Medicham, and that's the whole team. Let me list it again real quick. I have Swampert, Talonflame, Quillfish, Mamoswine, Starmie, and Mega Medicham. So this team is looking pretty familiar, but in fact a lot of these sets are new, and hopefully I'll catch my opponent off guard with that. Like I said, his team matches up well against mine, and mine well against his, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Actually I am, because I already had the battle, and I don't want to spoil it, so I should end the video here, but I will say that it is indeed a fantastic battle, so you should definitely look forward to that. And I believe that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching this video, and have a good day, guys.